Hi, good people. I am Didi, and this is week 50. Can you believe it? We're just a few weeks away from the grand finale of the 366 Days of Goodness Challenge. The topic this week was inspired by 2 days, one being the Unicorn Day that we celebrated on April 9th, and the other one, Walk on Your Wild Side Day, which we celebrate actually exactly today, April 12th. So, let's hear our wild unicorns this week. It's a Monday and we start a very wild and unique week. Let's see who is going to be the very first wild one. Hi!
Hello,
What's your name?
my name is David.
David, where are you from, David?
I'm from Indonesia.
From Indonesia, from so far away.
Yes.
I think actually that you are the first Indonesian person on the channel as well.
Really?
Yes.
That's nice.
Yes, absolutely nice. I would like to ask you though, what is the wildest thing that you have done so far?
I think it happened when in my previous education we had an experiment with sodium metal. So our teacher put oil in the water and in a small tube, and the idea is that she put a small piece of sodium metal and it will ignite the oil and create a beautiful flame.
Okay.
However, at the time I was curious and I took with me a small chunk of sodium metal and I brought it to the school's toilet, and out of curiosity I put it inside the big bathtub and it explodes and destroys the walls of several toilets, and the teachers were very upset, of course. Why did I do something like that? And they scold me. But I think it's a good way to know your
learn.
chemistry, yes.
Yes,
because if I
absolutely.
don't know that, I will never know that it is such a dangerous metal. And since then, the experiment was banned in school and they lock away all of those dangerous metals. So yeah, that's one of my wildest experience so far.
That is quite wild, yes. And thankfully there were no like bad consequences, but
And
rather
no
a learning,
victims, yes.
rather a learning experience.
Yes.
I would like you to keep this wild side of you and keep exploring.
Yes, it's important.
Yes, and that's why to always remind you to keep this wildness in you, I have prepared this
It's so cute.
this unicorn, and it is for you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much too. It's Tuesday and I'm looking forward to talking to the one today. Hi!
Hi,
What's your name?
my name is Amjad.
Amjad, where are you from?
I'm from Syria.
From Syria.
Yeah,
Glad to have you here. It's absolutely pleasure to meet you and talk to you.
thank you very much.
And I would like to ask you, what is the wildest thing you have done so far or you would like to do?
Oh, it's a pretty good question and nice. I remember there's something happened with me maybe 2 years ago or more. As you know, as I am from Syria, we have a little bit
A situation.
a situation.
Let's put
okay.
it this way.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a war actually.
Yes.
And one day I tried to visit my friend, but I have to pass a zone, and this zone was controlled by sniper.
Whoa.
Yes. And actually, all my family, they told me you shouldn't go there. You shouldn't go there. But
Why not?
he's my auntie. He's my friend.
Yes.
Yeah. And I actually I tried to do it, and I did it. Actually,
that
yeah.
was quite
Yeah,
wild.
it was so stressful, and it was so strange things to put yourself under dangers. Yeah, but I
It
want
was
to
worth
see
it for
my
your friend,
I want
yes.
to see my friend.
I hope he appreciates what you have done.
Yeah, he's
for you.
appreciate. Yeah, he's appreciate so much. Yeah, yeah. That's it.
That's
It was so wild. It was something crazy to do it in that
Absolutely.
time because it was intense and dangerous. It was a dangerous situation at that time. Yeah, but now it's good.
Now
Everything's
it's good, and
Yeah.
I hope it stays like this or it just gets better and better.
Okay, thank you.
And what about things that you would like to do? A wild thing.
Oh, that's make your imagination go far away.
Yes.
There's so many things that the human dream about it to fulfill or to achieve it. One of things that I prefer to do it or I dream to do it, it's to be in a race in Formula One.
Oh, okay. So you are really putting your life at risk. You like this?
Maybe the young man or the young man, they prefer to be in a risk or to discover their self more.
Yes.
It's something fancy, something good, something pretty to be in this situation, to find yourself by a high speed on a long distance, a long way, and to achieve something extraordinary. It's so nice.
It's
To feel
absolutely
this thing.
nice, and
Yeah.
I do wish you to fulfill it.
Thank you.
Not
Thank you.
only this, but many other wild things.
Thank you. Thank you. I hope that. I hope that.
And in order to always remember your wild side and never lose it, I have prepared this little something.
Oh, it's so nice.
It's
so nice.
I have this
So cute.
wild unicorn,
Yeah.
unique wild unicorn
yeah.
for
And
you.
it's green.
It
it's
is
a
green.
perfect color. I like it so much.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Amjad.
you. Thank you very much, Didi. Thank you. Thank you very much.
On Wednesday, I cannot wait to hear the wild story the one today is going to share with us.
Hi.
Hi,
What's your name?
I'm Tahir Mahmoud. I'm from Syria.
From Syria. Yesterday we had Amjad from Syria as well, so glad to have you all here.
This is the Syrian week, I guess.
I guess so too, yes. But the question I would like to ask you is, what is the wildest thing you have done so far, or would you like to do?
Okay, the wildest thing, it's not a thing, it was the New Year party. It was the New Year party.
Oh, okay.
And it's my first time to have a party outdoor in the streets. It was here in Budapest.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wasn't it cold?
You know, yes, but we were very happy, so we just say Happy New Year to everyone in the street. It was pretty wild that we don't know anybody, but we get interact, laugh, and stuff like this. So for the next year, after this crisis gone and this coronavirus, I think next year it doesn't go to say hi and Happy New Year to people. I will invite people I don't know, anonymous people, a stranger. I will invite them to my own place, like. To say that people can be together after this, what happens. Not saying just Happy
In the
New Year.
streets?
I will, yes, in street, a stranger. I will make a party with this totally stranger people. And if I can catch people, I will seem stranger for them, but I will do it.
That is the cutest, wildest thing that I think I have heard, and I do wish it takes place because it's really absolutely cool.
I wish to.
Thank you so much, Tahir. Thank
welcome.
you. Now I have one little something for you. This will be, let's say, your reminder not to ever forget to do it.
Okay.
Okay. Is this wild orange unicorn, unique one for you?
Oh, my colors.
Is it you like orange?
Yes, I like
Oh.
orange, but nothing special. It's very, very, very special. Thank
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
It's Thursday. Today we celebrate one of the days that inspired this week's topic, the Unicorn Day. So let's hear who is going to be the wild unicorn today.
Hi.
Hi,
What's your name?
I am Stefan. First of all, thank you for inviting me.
Oh.
I'm from Bosnia, and I'm currently here in Budapest studying, living and surviving the corona.
We are all doing
Yeah.
so, and thank you so much for joining this challenge. It's absolutely amazing having
Anytime,
you.
anytime.
Thank you so much, Stefan. The question that I would like to ask you though is, what is the wildest thing you have done so far?
Yes, I've heard about this topic that you've been asking like people this week. Wildest unicorn, and as you said, and unicorn. When someone says unicorn, it's usually something that's very beautiful, very nice, and with a very positive outcome.
And unique.
And unique, absolutely. So my experience shouldn't be necessarily unique, but I am a person that loves the comfort zone, and me leaving the comfort zone is very crazy for me, and I
And
become
wild.
introverted, and it's very wild. And when I was 18, I decided to leave my house and go study abroad and come here in Hungary, which was almost 5 years ago now, I suppose. And it was very crazy, very wild for me, and it may be very uncomfortable. But the final result was very beautiful because I met so many new people and so many cultures, and I grew as a person. And of course, I'm not as introverted as I was at that time.
I
And
would, the moment I met you, I will never ever say that you're an introvert. I could tell you.
yeah, I mean,
this.
psychologists called it omnivert, which is like between an extrovert and an
Yes.
introvert. And of course, when I'm in my comfort zone, which is now, this was not my comfort zone, but right now it is.
Yes.
I'm now a little bit more extroverted, and I
Aw.
like talking and sharing things. And this is the main and the most important thing that has resulted. From
And
my
that's, I
experience.
would say that's the best thing as well, to live your life and always go more and more and more out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
And I wish you exactly this.
Yes, that's exactly what I suggest to everyone. Like to all my friends back home that ask me, "Oh, you're crazy. How did you leave home? And why did you decide to do something like this?" I'm like, try, and then you'll be thankful.
Yes, and then we'll talk again, as they
Yes,
say.
yes, absolutely.
Thank you so much, Stefan, for this amazing answer
Yes.
and message as well
Yes,
to
thank
everyone
you.
else to step out of their comfort zone and to remind you, to have this reminder with you to always do it as well.
Absolutely.
This week I have prepared these unique.
Oh, we have a unicorn.
Yay!
We have Didi.
I had said yesterday as well that he will name it Didi as well. So
It is
yes.
Didi, because you're the unicorn around us.
Oh, thank you
Yeah.
so much, Stefan.
Thank you for this wonderful gift.
Thank you.
Thank you, bye.
It's Friday and I am specifically wearing pink for our amazing pink unicorn lady today.
Здравей, Изи!
Здравей, Диди!
Много се
Нацели
радвам,
сте
че...
шегамата? Народно всичко.
Абсолютно, днес е розов петък.
Точно така.
Най-хубавият цвят.
Да.
Много се радвам, че ставаш част от предизвикателството и то точно с една такава прекрасна тема за еднорозите и за нашата щура страна.
Да, много благодаря за поканата и аз много се радвам. Много ми подхожда тая тема, тъй като еднорозите аз много ги обичам. Свързвам ги пак с розово, което аз много обичам, както се личи, така че...
Супер, супер, просто страхотен петък, страхотно настроение. И в тази връзка искам да те попитам, кое е най-щурото нещо, което си правила или пък би искала да направиш?
Щуроти, що се отнася до щуроти, се връщам в детството, това, което всички сме правили. Звънене на възрастни хора по звънците, правене на някакви бели, абсолютно всякакви неща, които може да се сме правили. Щуро, което искам да направя, което не съм правила, искам да имам розова къща. Искам да имам розови мебели, розови стени, розова спалня, розов ходилник, всичко. Но мисля, че ако го осъществя това, най-много да си живея сама с няколко котки и кучета, тъй като не мисля, че мъж ще съгласил да живее в розова
Аз ще идвам
къща.
на гости, няма проблем.
Имам гости, но мисля, че няма да стане. Щуро нещо друго. Аз, понеже съм много организиран човек, искам да, когато пътувам, да имам резервация, да знам, че е резервирано, да направя списък с багаж, това да взема, това да взема. За мен щуро нещо би било някой да ми каже: ей, тръгваме, стягай багажа, без да знам къде отивам, какви трики да си взема, изобщо нищо, без резервация, без нищо. Мисля, че това би било доста щуро за мен.
Много щуро. Пожелавам ти от все сърце, ако не цяла къща, поне една стая, така да има един розов рай в апартамента или в къщата, където ти здраве ще се установиш. А също така и ти пожелавам и даже препоръчвам да направиш наистина веднъж едно такова пътуване, защото пък кой знае, може да се изненадаш съвсем приятно и наистина понякога най-хубавите неща стават спонтанно. Аз самата също съм човек по организациите, винаги всичко предварително да е нагласено, но си мисля, че би било удачно наистина поне веднъж да опитаме двете нещо по-спонтанно, нещо по-така щуро, както се казва.
Бих опитала, много се радвам.
Много ти благодаря за прекрасните отговори и имам нещо маничко за теб. Тази седмица съм приготвила една армия, както я наричам аз, моята лична армия от цветни, шарени и уникални еднорози. И разбира се, въобще няма да питам какъв цвят еднорог е, защото ето това еднорогче е за теб. Чакай, ето той опашчицата му е ето така.
Дъга,
И това
много яко.
дъгата, и може ето така главичката му се мърда и може да си играеш с него. И очаквам с нетърпение да се пребера в България и лично да ти го дам съвсем тържествено. Най-малко, поне той да е розово вкъщи, едно розово нещо да си имаш и то еднорог.
Да. Само да пожелая на всичките ти последователи да бъдат така по-над нещата, да си слагат по-често розовите очила, да гледат от розовата страна на нещата. На мен много мои приятели ми казват: ти си живееш в по-розов свят и нямаш проблеми. Не всеки има проблеми и грижи. Въпросът е малко, слагаш розовите очила, гледаш да не се ядосваш за глупости и така. И живота е прекрасен. Всички имаме проблеми. Въпросът е да се усмихваме малко по-често и да гледаме от положителната страна.
Прекрасно послание, Изи. Благодаря ти най-сърдечно и за него, и за ето. Благодаря страшно много.
On Saturday, I'm just about to talk to the one today.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm very fine.
What's your name?
I'm Emmanuel Mogoi.
Nice to meet you, Emmanuel.
Thank you so much.
Where are you from?
I'm from Kenya.
From Kenya.
Yeah.
And how do you find it so far here? Is it your first time?
Yeah, my first year, my first academic year. So basically, I'm on my second semester. And of course, it's a new environment. It was my first time coming to another country. So quite an adventure. Sad for the current
Situation today,
situation. But so far, so good for me.
So far, so good. And I hope it only gets better for every one of us.
Definitely, yes.
I would like to ask you, what is the wildest thing you have done so far, or would you like to do?
I really can't remain is the wildest thing I've done, but I want to try something which I've discussed with my wife. We have a young family, and I'm really thinking about it because I'm always scared of hospitals ever in my life. I don't like visiting hospitals. I don't like seeing a sick person. It's been like a phobia to me. But for the first time, I'll wish when I'm expecting my second baby, I'll be part of all the process in the maternity and see how it goes about.
And be there for her and in the delivery room.
And that's something I'm really thinking about because it's so weird trying to think about me being in the maternity when, of course, I fear even going to the hospital. Yeah.
That would be quite wild, but it will be great, I'm sure.
I'm sure, maybe, yeah.
And
thank
I do wish you do realize it.
Yeah.
Now I have one little something for you, which I hope will serve as a reminder for you if you forget. Then just look at it and say, yeah, I'm going to do it. This unique wild unicorn, and it is for you.
Thank you so much.
I thank you, Manuel.
Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's Sunday, and today is the second day that inspired this week's topic. Walk on your wild side day. And the one today literally did this for us. Her name is Dani, and she is a fantastic Bulgarian lady. Dani shared with me the wildest thing she has done so far. It happened while she lived in Austria with her friend, and the latter wanted them to go out. Dani admitted that she is rather a stay-at-home type, so she didn't want to go out at all. However, eventually they did go out to the nearby bar, which happened to be quite posh. Dani's win was that they went out, but they went out the way they were, in their home clothes. They had a beer, and needless to say, they gathered loads of looks. Furthermore, they even got treated.
Now, especially and exclusively for us, Danny decided to recreate the wildest thing she has done so far, but in quarantine style. Thank you so much, Danny, for being so amazing and so wild. This, the very last unique black unicorn, is for you, and I could hardly wait to go back to Bulgaria and give it to you wildly and solemnly. Now let's all enjoy Danny's wildness. That was all for this week. What is the wildest thing you have done or you would like to do? Do let me know in the comments. See you next Sunday. Till then, and always smile and do good. And be wild.